Welcome to Florida Mint on Florida Man with Greg, Wayne, Josh, and Cameron. The podcast where Floridians discuss the crazy but true stories that always seem to take place in Florida. It's been raining for 7 days straight.
Yes.
So nice.
Wayne is building an ark.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you guys are not invited.
No. Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
Well, there's two of us.
yeah.
This is our last episode
Oh.
because the flood is coming and you better repent.
You got to get two spicy looking males on there.
Yeah,
on
good
that
luck.
ark.
All right, you're both invited. So, no, it's been a great week down here in Florida, and we appreciate all of the stories and headlines that you guys have sent in.
Super communicative.
Yeah.
And the movie reviews,
Oof.
nonstop.
Yeah.
Josh is overwhelmed.
Greg, we finally got Greg in on this.
Greg did a review on the website, fmofm.com.
It's
Check it
probably
out.
terrible.
Yeah,
Just knowing Greg.
It's something special, that's for sure. I don't want to spoil it.
Greg is special. But you know what else is really special? Cameron's headlines.
Yeah.
Cameron's beef jerky.
This isn't a headline per se, but I didn't tell you guys about me calling 911 the other day.
Wait, what?
Oh, what?
I think it was 2 nights ago.
Okay.
You guys know
We're pretty close. We're pretty good friends.
Yeah.
on the iPhone where if you press the side button 3 times,
No.
it'll make an automatic call to 911.
What?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so but it gives you like a warning, like you hear this
Oh, good. That will
like
let
this big
the,
siren.
the kidnapper know what
Yeah,
you're doing.
exactly where you
Yeah.
are. So it does this big siren thing to kind of, all right, are you definitely wanting to call 911?
Yes.
Well, I have my phone in my pocket and I was bouncing my baby on my knee.
No.
And I hear just from bouncing the kid.
And you're like, gassy,
I can't get my pocket out, or I can't get my phone out of my pocket quick enough.
Because you wear them tight pants.
And all of a sudden, I'm on the phone.
Oh, my God.
I hung it up though.
Oh, that's
Like
they
it
call-
actually called. They called
that'll
right
show
back.
They call right back,
Instantly.
yeah. They're like, can you talk right now?
Yeah.
Are you somewhere
No.
safe?
Like, is there emergency? I'm like, no. I accidentally did the whole press the button 3 times. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm like,
At least they're up to
on
date.
an iPhone. Yeah.
And
Oh,
she's like,
no.
I'm an Android.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, is that code for you're in danger?
I'm like, I was just bouncing my baby. I'm sorry.
And she's like, okay, we'll send the cops.
Yeah,
The funny thing is,
I'm in jail right now.
yeah, it's totally believable, but like I definitely feel like on her end, she was like, something's going on over there.
Yeah,
Something's
they
creepy.
probably did a drive-by.
But the fact that the cops didn't come shows you how safe we are.
Yeah. Blessings.
So, anyways, if
Thanks
you have
for telling us.
if you have an iPhone, don't test it.
No.
Don't do that.
Don't do
Test
that.
it. But
Well,
yeah,
maybe to hear the siren.
I think it's a
it could be
setting.
Cool.
I need to see if it's a setting that I can turn off. Anyways, let's get into.
I like that he
headlines
hasn't
now.
done it yet.
No, I
He's
haven't.
like, I mean, I already called him once.
I'm afraid to touch it at this
I'll
point.
get around to it. That's
feel
why
like-
that's
feel
why he
like
hasn't
I'm on
answered
a
the phone in
list.
3 days.
Yeah, I don't even want to touch. I feel like I'm on a list
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, well, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
But
Handsome
anyways,
list.
Florida man
Okay.
Perfect.
goes on a crime spree
Mm.
and then is found naked in a chicken coop in New York.
See, it's. I act like I'm not going to be surprised where these headlines go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, crime spree.
Yeah,
It sounds like they misspelled party to me.
and then
Definitely.
of course they're found naked.
Naked, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's obvious.
Yep, that's a gimme.
But the chicken coop,
Chicken coop is really, that threw me off.
yeah, and then in New York.
And then New York.
Yeah.
All right, so John Monet, 25 years old, he burglarized a home in Sarasota.
John Monet Ramsey?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. She's been found in a chicken coop.
Wayne really
Case closed. Case closed.
Sorry, guys.
Uh,
True crime.
John Monet,
Okay.
25 years old,
Gotcha.
That's about right.
burglarized a home in Sarasota,
Okay.
and during this burglary, he stole a car.
Okay.
But basically, he just hit the road.
Nice.
He just drove until he crashed that car
Wow.
somewhere north of Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a
I mean, he really,
good gas mileage.
I was about to say, it's almost like he was running out of gas. I was like, all right, well,
I'm going to ditch this.
yeah.
I think he just followed the Northern Star.
Yes.
Aw.
I don't know that he had anywhere that he was going intentionally. He was
I don't
just
think I've ever
driving.
heard anybody say they follow the Northern Star.
I mean,
I always say that.
I don't listen.
Cameron is a sailor, actually.
Oh,
So he does.
John Monet, once he was found in New York after multiple people had said, there's a crazy guy running around the
One
neighborhood.
of our chickens is deformed.
Yeah.
Doesn't have any feathers on it.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of money for this meat.
Right.
Apparently, he chased somebody with an axe.
Okay.
Oh,
And eventually, New York State Police found him.
what type of drug is this that he's on?
Meth.
Because I'm really wanting to try it.
Well, the article says police say he was acting erratic, which obviously,
Yeah.
but could not say if he was on drugs.
Bull
Well, the
crap.
chicken coop is a giveaway. You don't get in a chicken coop naturally.
No, yeah.
Well, unless you're looking for some eggs.
This is true.
Maybe it was morning time. He's just
He's
trying
had
some
the Northern
scrambled
Star.
eggs.
He's had a journey at
Yeah.
that point. He's hungry. He's worked up an appetite.
That is a long journey.
Protein.
All right, next headline.
Who sent that in?
That was a whirlwind.
Let's see. That was Andrew from Memphis, Tennessee.
He would send that.
Andrew, what's happening, man?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Follow that
He probably
Northern
drove
Star.
right through Memphis.
He did.
I think that's a song. Follow the Northern Star.
It is.
All right. Florida man
Okay.
charged with stealing a woman's entire driveway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know where that was going to go. I heard entire, and I'm like,
Yeah.
identity. He's going to say identity.
No. Driveway.
Driveway is the next natural.
So
Concrete. This is a concrete driveway
Well-
attached. Oh,
Michelle Wright
Okay.
returned to her home on a Tuesday night and found her driveway missing.
God, this has got to be like, can you imagine pulling up and you go, okay,
So when
I must not live here.
This is the wrong house.
yeah. When I read the headline, I thought it meant it was going to have to be some like legal, like weird legal thing
Yeah,
where it was
sure.
like on somebody else's property.
Adverse possession.
Like a zoning thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so, but no, it's very literal.
Okay.
She got home
Physically.
and basically went around asking neighbors, where's my driveway?
Have you guys
And
seen my
and they're
driveway?
like, you've never had a driveway.
So witnesses say two men
Uh-huh.
dug up the 300 square foot driveway, which was made of bricks.
Okay. They got it repoed.
Yeah.
You don't pay for your brick driveway.
Yeah,
and they'll
they
come
come
to
and
you.
get
Took a loan out.
She took a loan out for 300 square feet. That's not that big.
So they dug up all of the bricks. Nobody thought this was suspicious though,
Because nobody steals a brick driveway.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
because they were building a barn on the back of her property. So there's construction going on.
Okay.
So people just thought,
She ran out of bricks for the barn.
Yeah.
Take it
Yeah.
from the front yard.
just
Yeah.
take the bricks.
Is there a brick deficit that we don't know about? That
There
bricks
could
are
be.
now up in value?
I think there's a brick black market
Oh.
is what's going on.
And they wore like vests, I'm sure.
Mhm.
So the neighbors were like, oh, it's just construction.
Oh, this guy seems to know a little bit about it.
Yeah. I mean, I think you can get anywhere in one of those high
Yeah, visibility.
visibility vests.
The highlighter vest.
Yeah.
Sure.
Who sent, was that one of yours?
That was one of mine.
Oh.
That was just too good not to do.
That was a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it. I think the thing about it is, I like to think I'm one of those neighbors that would call the cops
No.
if I saw that, but I really wouldn't. I don't think.
No.
I mean, I just
No, because then you just look like an idiot when they're like, no, we're having our driveway redone.
right.
Yeah. Who steals
you
a
mind your own
driveway?
business?
Dumb.
Yeah.
God, I think they stumbled onto something, man.
Steal driveways.
Yeah, because who's gonna? God, that's perfect.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't know anybody
Who
with a brick.
buys driveways?
I don't know anybody with a brick driveway.
no, one of
And what do I
our.
want bricks for? If I want to steal something, why would I steal bricks?
That's true.
It's
Gotta
literally
be a
the
more
heaviest
profitable- Yeah.
heaviest thing to move. I mean, break into the house and steal a jewelry.
Return on effort is really low in that
It's really bad.
No, and why would you steal bricks when you already steal so many hearts every day?
Exactly.
one.
Boom,
Oh,
boom, boom.
wow. He compliments you at the
So,
end.
Yeah.
Okay, fellers.
Those tight pants. Go ahead.
I got a email message.
All right, electronically.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Via email.
Okay.
And they say, you guys are pretty unique,
Thank you.
handsome,
Thank you.
Wow.
good. Yeah. Good looking
Thank you.
That's like the second time in 10 minutes.
fellas
Mm-hmm.
that I want to get to know more about.
Okay.
Imagine yourself, if you haven't, have you guys ever been on a game show?
No.
And
No.
I thought I knew enough about y'all to say no. And then
Right.
he wrote back, or she,
Yeah.
and then said, well, which one could you win? Do you think you could win?
Which game show?
Game show, any show you'd be a contestant on, they said.
So like something like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yep.
Mm.
Which I tried out for.
Did you really?
Really?
Yeah. And they have big old, I don't know, conference room in Tampa.
Yeah.
My wife and I, we tried out, and basically every sheet was numbered on the top. You just had to memorize your number. And so you passed your answer form in after like the hour-long quiz, and they called out your number. And that means you stay seated,
Yeah.
and everybody else did the walk of shame.
Oh no! And you were the walk of shame.
Oh, I was with 80 to 90% of the crowd doing the walk of shame. But I got a T-shirt.
But
nice.
my sister though, she made it.
Yeah, she did.
She stayed behind.
She's a clever girl.
She's a millionaire.
And yeah.
Congrats.
She didn't give you any of the money though.
No, not at all. I didn't play the game. I wasn't even a lifeline.
That was surfing. So I think if I had to be on a show that I would win, I would. I think the obvious answer would be some kind of like dancing show.
Oh well, I mean,
that is
Dancing
with
with the
those hips
Stars.
and knees you got,
Right? They don't
Not a
lie.
chance.
They don't lie.
Yeah.
My hips. But I would probably. There was a show back in the day called Family Double Dare.
Oh, I think most people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Maybe not Cameron.
Is that a
Familiar
dancing
with it.
show? I
Kind
remember
of.
it as a dancing show.
I just remember like so your family would be on there, like it was family versus family, and you had these really stupid challenges. But at the end, like
Whoa,
if you were the
Stupid,
family
wow.
that was like left standing, you had this obstacle course that consisted of like monkey bars,
Yep.
running through a giant head, like running through the ears and grabbing the flag.
Which one of us you think could do monkey bars?
I would have to go both of you
Yeah.
because you have the upper body
Yeah,
strength.
it would be both of us by me sitting on Josh's shoulders and doing the
That'd be
monkey
the only
bars.
way.
Yeah.
I just remember sitting at home and watching those kids like moving so slow and like,
Judging them.
yeah, exactly. And do you not see the timer? You don't hear the timer going off? The prize was
Mark
like
Summers. You don't hear Mark Summers in your face with the
yelling
mic?
at you.
Yeah.
The prize were like those Reeboks that lit up when you
All
walked.
white.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
And
they were good.
the grand prize was a trip to Universal Studios.
Well, you're
which-
missing second prize of the Schwinn.
oh, the 10-speed bike.
Male and female
always a
Schwinns.
Yeah,
Yes,
with the banana seat. Feels great.
it does.
But the grand prize was a trip to Universal Studios, which you were already at. 'Cause that's where they filmed the show.
So
Wow.
So it's like, hey,
It's paid for.
congratulations, you're
Boom.
here. I
Yeah,
get to
it's
spend the
like-
night again. Maybe you won the show.
your next night is free, and then the family's like, "We already have unredeemable airline tickets to leave."
We have to go home tomorrow.
They're like,
and Mark
well.
Summers is like, well,
Shoulder shrug.
eat it.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would win that show for sure, I think now. But as
Yeah, but with that one, you have to rely on your family. You think
No,
your family's up to the task?
I'd carry it.
You think
Like,
they could find flags in a pie? I don't think so.
that's
No.
what that was one of the challenges. My 5-year-old daughter, no, would not be able to. But I hope I would make
Oh, you're playing this game now as you an adult with
it
this.
in my prime right now.
Okay,
So
this
like
is your prime.
like
Wow.
I would crush the
Whoops.
monkey bars. I'd crush the speed through the head, and then whenever my kid,
boogers. Could you dig up that nose?
I think so.
Okay,
I can spot a flag from a mile away. People have always said that about me.
I know. I do.
So
When I'm looking to which way the wind's blowing, I always ask you.
he sends me an SMS text message and says, "Hey, which way's the wind going?"
A short message service text
Yeah.
message.
So Cameron, what's your show?
SOS. Dum dum.
Let's see.
Sorry.
I think that I'd probably win almost anything that I win on.
I think
yeah,
so.
you know.
I would say that.
Yeah, I think you're on a blacklist
Yeah.
of like
I
anytime
think so.
he applies. They're like, no.
Fear Factor.
Right.
Actually, I couldn't do Fear Factor. I couldn't
The
do the
first
bug.
one he names, he's like, no, actually, I couldn't.
I can't keep up this lie. I couldn't do the bug challenge.
No.
Like the middle challenge where you had to do something like gross.
It's always gross.
It's
Yeah.
always it's a roll of the dice.
like drink
if you're a good-
something.
Well, it wasn't that the one they took off the air.
Yeah, I think so.
I
not
think
when you
there
buy
was
the
one.
DVD collection.
Yeah, I think one of the challenges like killed the show because it was just too far.
Yeah. What would be your show that you would win?
You guys remember the
Are you
supermarket
talking
sweep?
now, or are you talking
I'm talking right now,
when you're
baby.
young?
In your
You could
prime,
compete
Right
in
now.
it.
you
Okay.
would crush Supermarket Sweep.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And here's the thing:
Okay.
supermarket sweep. If you don't know what it is, you get what 60 seconds.
Right.
You get a shopping cart.
Uh-huh.
You're in a grocery store,
Yes.
and you get 60 seconds to get anything off the shelves. You keep it for free.
Right.
You get as much as you want.
Yeah.
I think we're all we may be remembering this. Do you think they got to keep the groceries? Is that what y'all think?
If not, it spoils. Who else keeps it?
I think it's
You think-
you get the cash.
Isn't it? Yeah, they add up the money or something like
Yeah,
that.
I don't think you walk around with 5 turkeys. Thank goodness I got 5 turkeys.
Here's the thing: whoever got the most money in their buggy cart won. But they also had these inflatables hidden
Oh
around
my
the
gosh,
store
the inflatables.
that would be worth anywhere from 50 to 120. But I'm like,
This guy knows
that's
cash
5
back.
hams. Just skip the. Why are you looking for the inflatable? Go straight to the meat.
Listen,
scoop the meat into
What's
your buggy.
Cam's tactic
He's
here?
stealing my show.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I would win that one too.
good to know.
It's just so frustrating when you see people go, Wayne keeps
yeah.
going to ham. So let's talk about ham.
He
They
loves
go for a
hams.
ham, get the hams, but then they're walking around
Yeah, all
Taking their
lazy.
not
time.
knowing what to do.
And then scooping canned goods,
Yeah.
Oh, dumb.
Get all the meat,
Yep.
all the meat.
all of the meat,
He's always said that.
all of the cheese.
Yeah, get to that meat
I
aisle.
feel like cheese is like $5.
You
That's
gotta
A
get
big,
that-
a big wheel of cheese
Yeah.
could,
Oh,
could,
man, that
could run
big
you
wheel,
15
yeah.
to 20.
Do you use the bottom part of the cart? Do you waste
Yes.
that time?
I think with diapers,
Absolutely.
you put diapers
Okay.
down there.
Diapers,
Y'all would say that though.
olive oil
Oh,
Right.
wow.
is very expensive.
Yeah, now, but was it on Supermarket Sweep? Were
I
they
don't
putting
know.
Italian olive oil?
I don't know. Get all the meat.
Uh-huh.
I want the steaks.
Right.
I want the diapers.
Yep, you want that chuck. You want that
Yeah,
chuck
no, I don't want the chuck. I want high quality
Okay.
filet
So at the end,
porterhouse.
Wow.
you don't care about the chump change of cash. You want the meat.
I want the meat.
Okay, so we need a Supermarket Sweep where you get to keep the groceries
Yeah. And then just,
and a freezer. You get
I
to
love
take home freezer as grand prize. Okay.
what would be your show, Joshua?
Well, I think obvious. I'm not in the game now. This would be in my younger prime
Sure.
single days.
Okay.
Sure.
I think I play the odds here.
Okay.
A dating show
Yeah.
Yeah.
with 3 other contestants, males.
Okay.
The females on the other side of the panel can't see you. That's
No.
what I'm counting on. I got this luscious lacquer voice
Right.
and this super funny jokes I always tell.
That's right.
Yeah.
Colorblind. Remember that one?
Yeah.
I don't actually.
I do.
And yeah, that's what I would count on. I mean, that's a 33% chance.
And I think too, like, no,
Or global guys.
It'd be 25%. There were 3 other guys, and then you were the 4th.
I meant 2 other guys.
So you want to date 3 guys?
if
That's
possible.
okay. But my thing is
Well,
like,
to pick the best one.
I'm going to have to say that I disagree because I think you are the perfect package. You have the luscious, what'd you say? Luscious voice.
Yeah.
But you also have
Deep purple eyes inset of my eyes.
right. But you're also borderline a male model. So I think she hears
There's
your
a lot of
voice.
types of male models out there.
That's a big border.
Well, she goes, this guy sounds good. He sounds sexy.
Yeah.
He sounds like he's a good time. I choose contestant 4, Ua, which is Josh.
Yeah. Could he carry me on his back?
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. And then she comes out and she sees you and was just like, can we roll credits so he can roll me?
Roll me in the credits. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's, yeah. I mean,
So
Yep.
let's just recap. I would play a child's game at
Yes.
Universal Studios.
You would be
Now,
diving
today.
into a nose booger.
As a grown
Find
man,
a flag.
Cameron would go to Supermarket Sweep.
he would
Be
push a
getting
cart for
all
that
the
meat.
meats.
Yeah, and Josh, the male model, would
Yeah.
win ladies' affection.
In my
I've always
single
said that
days-
Josh should be the bachelor.
Oh, 100%.
You don't know how many times I've tried out.
One of my favorite shows.
I think my wife keeps contacting them and saying, he's married. Same
Yeah.
guy as last year
please.
that contacted you. He's married.
But they just like Cameron's blacklisted on most of the shows because he'll win.
Yep.
Yeah.
Josh is blacklisted because
And
all the
blacklisted from the 911 dispatch.
yes,
That's me.
instantly all the women are like, we want that bearded fella.
Yeah. You got it. Case closed.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, if you guys have any interesting games that you think you would win, or
Or
that
you think we would win
or that
Honestly,
oh yeah,
I think people turn the podcast off at this point.
easily.
because it's coming up on my story.
No,
I think they
'cause,
just got tired
I
of us talking about how good we are at
I
game
think-
shows.
Yeah, I think they were driving in their car and they fell asleep.
Yeah, possibly. But I think if you have some shows we maybe forgot, let us know.
Hey,
because-
y'all are writing in asking us. Don't go falling asleep on us.
yeah, don't
Yeah.
go falling asleep.
It's not our fault.
We did this because you
Ask
asked.
better questions.
I've got a story, and what's fascinating about this particular story is that it involves 2 individuals,
Perfect.
both Florida men. Their paths never crossed,
Okay.
but their stories connect in a really strange way.
Do you want to save it for 2 episodes?
I would bet we'd find out.
No. I want to get it out now because it's spooky,
Oh,
and I don't want to think about it anymore. And last night I read through it just to make sure I was kind of up to date,
Yep,
and gave me bad dreams. So
oh.
yeah, I
I
want to be
don't
done.
have bad dreams often, but when I do,
They're the
I'm
best.
usually scared.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Same. So James Orman is the first fella we're going to talk about.
Okay.
He was born in 1795.
1795.
Uh-huh.
1990.
We don't have time for this.
Okay.
So James Orman, 1795. He was born in a small town in Scotland.
Yeah.
Not much is known about his early life, but
Josh, let's hear your Scottish accent.
Yes.
Okay. I can't even get. I don't know.
Cameron, what's yours?
That's got this.
Cameron's saying no. My favorite part about Josh's accent is he just goes, eh. Not a whole lot's known about his early life, but in 1820, he married his wife Isabella, and then they
Sounds
had
cute.
4 beautiful children. James was a partner in a Scottish grain company. So he wasn't the guy with the money. He was the guy that knew how to farm.
Yeah.
And then an investor came in and said,
You couldn't even prep us and like tell us, hey, get your Scottish accents ready.
We got to know these
Hey,
things.
Scotland.
I know that was that was spot. Was that William Wallace?
I think
That was
so.
spot
Rob
on,
Roy.
dude. So he's got this grain company, and basically this guy comes in. He gives James a bunch of money and says, "Look, you're already good at this. You just turn a profit. I'll help you do it faster." But eventually, there was this sort of recession, and the company went under.
Oh.
And so they had nothing. His family lost everything, or the business lost everything. His family had a little bit of savings. So they used that savings to relocate to America in 1824.
Oh,
Smart move.
Yeah.
That was probably a 4-week trip.
Land of the free.
Yeah, that would be a long trip.
They ended up in Ormond Beach, Florida.
Pardon? What was his name?
Ormond Beach, Florida.
Or by Daytona.
What was that guy's name?
It's
though?
very close to Daytona. Oh, this guy's name is James Ormond.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
I thought I heard one word twice.
Yeah.
Is
James
that like
Ormond.
a foreshadowing?
Or like a
Could be.
Plymouth Rock where they left Plymouth Rock and then landed at Plymouth Rock.
Yeah, it could be.
Nice.
So they landed in Ormond Beach in 1824.
Yep.
And so he never became rich again, but his life in America was going well. His kids were healthy. His wife was healthy.
Nice.
He was farming his land, living a normal life, and his property was absolutely gorgeous.
Sounds nice.
It sounds super cute. He had about 30 acres, and in the middle of his property stood this 300-year-old massive oak tree called the Fairchild oak.
Okay. Wow.
Fairchild Oak. Okay.
Fairchild Oak.
So the Fairchild oak was kind of central to a lot of Native American populations in the 1700s.
Okay.
For religious reasons, just locationally, it was this spot where they
His specific one?
this one tree.
Geez.
It was ceremonial, like to a lot of different tribes.
And you're telling me
this
he
guy-
took the land?
Yeah.
So he's living on this land.
Yep.
And so modern day, botanists say that the tree is at least 400 years old now.
Cool.
But there's some estimates saying it could be 2,000 years old. It's a massive tree.
Monster
I mean, that's a big gap.
Well,
Yes, it is.
it's hard to tell without
These
getting into
botanists.
it. But it's one of the largest trees in the southeast United States.
Nice.
And one of the oldest in Florida. And so there were a couple things that James found odd about the Fairchild oak. He told his neighbors on numerous occasions that he felt drawn to the tree on a daily basis.
Drawn to it?
Like he wanted to be around the
Yeah.
tree. He wanted to be
It was
under the tree.
probably like his property was sinking towards the tree because the tree's so old and heavy.
So massive. He would wake up at night and just to go outside to kind of look and stare at it. So his
Okay. That's a little different than maybe
that's-
like looking at it during the day.
I would assume that it's putting out some weird, what do they call it? Pollen
Yeah.
and drugging me in the middle of the night.
That's actually really could be.
Thank you.
His wife Isabella would catch him during the day, kind of staring,
Jesus.
out the window, just staring at the tree. He was always around it nonstop. The problem was when James confided in his wife that when he got near the tree, he felt unimaginable sadness.
Jeez.
Unimaginable sadness?
Sadness, but yeah, he still felt drawn to
But
it
he's still-
nonstop. He wanted to be near it.
This guy's
He
depressed.
wanted to be around it.
Yeah.
The odd part was a lot of the times when Isabella would go out to find James, he would be sitting under the tree weeping,
Wow.
like a grown man just crying under the tree.
This is
This guy needs to go back to
What-
Scotland.
Well, here's the problem: is I think Isabella was probably like, he's lost all of his money, his company. Maybe
mind.
he is just depressed. Exactly,
Yeah.
that's the next thing to go. But he always wanted to be near that tree. So his condition worsened, his obsession worsened, and it culminated in 1829. 3 nights in the week of the first week of March, Isabella woke up to find that her
goodness.
husband was not in bed beside her, and
standing over
In the arms of another woman.
well, in the arms of the tree.
Yep.
She would go outside and find him crying under the tree in the middle of the night.
Don't you run out of tears at some point?
Yeah.
Well, the following week, things had kind of improved a little bit. She thought he was doing better, but then she woke up one night
Oh, geez.
and he was gone. But this time when she went out, she found James naked under the tree, unresponsive. He was dead.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
whoa, wait, what?
Okay,
I was going to make a joke, but you just killed him.
So there were no signs of struggle, no signs of bodily harm or self-inflicted wounds. In fact, the coroner's report said that the most likely cause of death was a heart attack, but they couldn't really pinpoint it.
Jeez.
Okay, I bet that was a tough crime to solve.
You think the tree is like that tree in Pocahontas that comes alive
Could be.
when nobody else is looking?
I thought it was the
it just-
Harry Potter one. I went more recent.
Oh, yeah.
It just scared him. So no one lived on the property or farmed the land for 50 years after
no
this.
doubt. Super sad.
Yeah.
You couldn't get through half your yard work. without
Depression
crying.
tree.
Well, and it kind of spread a little bit, what had happened. Like it was more of like a somber story. This family comes, they're very nice. The dad passes away.
Tree makes man cry.
Tree murder.
Yeah.
Tree
they find
murders
him-
man.
They find him butt naked dead.
Yeah.
But 50 years later, in 1880, our second Florida man arrives
Oh, goodness.
and buys the property.
Okay.
His name was Norman Harwood. And Norman and his family.
no.
Norman Beach.
What? Oh,
Who knows?
Wood is in his name, though, so he's a dominator.
So he moves to Florida after making a name for himself in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
He was a fantastic salesman, and he made a lot of money managing and selling properties up north. But
Sounds like a sleazeball.
well, Norman, just like James, had his business kind of go south. Kind of collapses. So they take their savings. They have what they have left.
Yep.
He and his family moved down to Ormond Beach, Florida.
Perfect.
And they purchased the 30 acres around the Fairchild Oak.
Yeah, he must felt like the smartest guy in town. He's like, this property?
No one's got it.
Look at how these Southerners,
Look at
how
this
dumb
big
they are.
tree.
I love it.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
So Norman builds a main house as well as a guest house.
Okay.
And
Mr. Richie.
He's doing bad.
he's
Yeah.
doing okay.
modest, probably.
He made a successful living farming the land and even had enough money to hire about 24 staff members.
What year is this? Are
Very
they
modest.
still staff members?
I just wanted to clarify they were actually paid
okay.
Okay, good.
Okay.
because it was a sketchy time.
Well, he's from the north, so he might have had some good morals.
That's true. He was described as a very big and burly man, very strong, kind of your man's
I get it. I
Paul,
get it, baby.
Paul Bunyan type guy.
Sounds like a man that could do a supermarket sweep.
Sounds like it.
Or
Carry
could go
five-
on a dating show.
Could be. So everything was going really well for Norman until one day his staff started noticing that he would just wander off from
geez.
Oh,
work.
God.
And
Here we go.
They would always find him sitting and kind of sulking under the Fairchild oak tree.
Okay.
He would frequently tell his staff that he wasn't over there wasting time. He didn't enjoy being
He
there.
felt guilty to them. He was like, I'm clocked out, guys.
He really felt bad enough to go and tell them that, look, I don't want to be here. I just feel like when I'm here, I feel something I've never felt before.
That's me at the casino. I
It was
don't
just-
want to be here.
Yeah, I can't help. It's the bright lights. But he just felt really sad. So unlike James Orman, it wasn't a family member that discovered him at nighttime. It was his
Okay.
staff.
Discovered him what?
Let's guess.
So on the morning of 1882, August the 17th,
Yep.
less than 2 years
goodness.
after moving onto the property, Norman was found naked
No.
and dead
No.
under the Fairchild oak tree by his staff members right
Jeez.
before sunrise.
Was he pointing in any direction, like to give a clue?
Well, the coroner ruled the cause of death as a suicide. But the coroner also said that he didn't have conclusive proof of this. There was just no signs of harm anywhere.
They're calling,
on
if
the
you
body.
move to the property and you die, they're calling it suicide. Because they're like,
So
you knew.
This
Yeah.
is the second guy.
This is on you now.
This is the second guy who's lived here in the past 100 years who was found naked and dead under the Fairchild oak tree.
What a great prank.
So, yeah, right.
Get
so
naked and
naturally,
lay by the tree?
so now the story's spreading like wildfire because now everybody's like,
Yeah, now it's not a coincidence.
well, at first, right. At first, it's like the guy may be sad with whatever,
Yep.
but now it's like, this is weird. Something's not right.
Yeah,
Oh,
why
it's
are
an
they naked?
avatar tree.
Where are their clothes?
Well, it's becoming it's becoming like a legend. These two men,
Yeah.
die naked under the tree. But the tree itself is a legend. It's already been a huge part of the area, but for the Native Americans, so people would come from all over to just see the tree.
Nice.
And there's reports as far back as like right after this happened, where they're going there and going. People are walking under the tree and just start crying.
I think if I know that's happening, I think I'm going to want
Some kind of
I'm
like
going to start tearing
group-
up.
Yeah, some kind of group like I don't know,
A group
peer
mood.
pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wayne, imagine you're walking under the tree.
yeah.
Go.
There he goes. Look at him, bro.
It
You're
works.
tearing up, bro.
Taking
Snap out of
I'm
it.
taking my clothes off.
Why would you start with that?
In 1920, 40 years after Norman Harwood's death, the area around the tree was excavated after a child playing in the area
Oh,
Jeez,
no.
always children.
found a human shin bone. while playing near the area around the tree.
Dad, I found a shin bone.
Yeah.
He's like, how do you know that's a shin
Yeah,
bone?
exactly.
That's concerning.
He finds the bone,
Yep.
and they determine that it's a human bone. So
Yes.
they go and they're looking for a grave, and what they find is a massive Indian burial ground
Naked.
around the
tree?
around the oak tree.
Oof.
The bones were discovered to have belonged to the Timucuan tribe. That they were, and basically, when you traced it back in 1761,
Oh, no.
the Timucuan tribe was massacred by the Spanish army. And it
Oh.
was 34 years before James Orman bought the property in the first place.
Goodness.
There were more than 350 bodies
What?
around the tree. And so today, the
Wow.
Fairchild oak tree still stands. It's part of a protected area called the Bulow Creek State Park. People still visit it on a daily basis.
Nope, I'm not getting
And
near
they
that.
still say they feel the massive amounts of dread whenever they go and sit under the
I
tree.
wish you wouldn't told. Now I'm gonna feel the dread.
Yeah. Just knowing what happened.
The good news is, regardless, there have been no reported deaths since the deaths of James Orman and Norman Harwood.
They wouldn't report that.
I don't think I would
Conspiracy.
either. But what's fascinating is they put this plaque on the tree now that's like super encouraging about how old and beautiful the tree is because they're trying to kind of erase.
I like they drilled into
Yeah,
the
let's
tree
ruin it by putting a plaque on it.
Yeah, just jerks.
like our tree house.
I know. Josh and I destroyed a tree. We'll talk about that next week. It was bad.
And then I put a plaque on it.
Yes, you did.
Yes, he did.
Would you at least humor us with that nightmare you had?
So, no, here's the thing. I had this dream. I go to bed, right? Go night, 9 o'clock sharp, as I do
Yeah.
Oh.
in the evening. Had
Chamomile tea in hand.
cup of milk. I lay down. I go night. I would say about 10:15. I wake up to find myself. How do you say?
Naked under a tree.
Naked under a tree.
That's how I say it.
Yeah.
Palm tree?
Yeah. I stood up.
Yep.
Just began weeping.
Yes, naturally, as you do.
And my wife was stuck her head out the window and she said,
You're at the tree again, Wayne.
"You're at the tree. Get back inside you."
Okay, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. But that was my nightmare. But no, it's been a good week.
Great week. A lot of fun here.
A lot of fun here tonight, and we're looking forward to hanging out with you guys.
Thanks for listening. Do we ever say thanks for listening?
No.
We should probably say that more often.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Nice,
I'll start.
Cam. That was beautiful.
We're really
Thank you.
appreciative, honestly.
Honestly.
We really enjoy
Coming up
throughout
on
the week.
30. Episode 30 coming up.
I know. Come on, man.
We're going to have to do something special.
Yeah, what do you think we're going to do differently?
Skip it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go right to 31. Let's do it.
Okay.
No. We love you guys. It's been a good week. FMOFM.com.
Trashtramps.com.
Yeah. KarensJerky.com.
And if you have social media, you can find us at FMOFM Podcast.
Check out the movie reviews.
FMOFM.com. There's a little side page about the Josh's really, really smart movies.
It's group now. It's everybody. I can't handle all
Now
those
Greg's
movies.
got one.
Josh, you should do a review for Chernobyl.
Oh, I maybe
It's not a
will.
movie, but TV show. Will
It
you?
is good. Yeah.
It is a
Chernobyl.
great
Let me
show.
write this down in my never going to happen.
Did you guys hear that people are going to Chernobyl? Instagram models.
Oh
are
my
going
gosh.
saw that.
To Chernobyl
Jeez.
to take pictures.
More power to him.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Power to him.
Let him do it.
Oh, okay. I get it. It's
Yeah.
an energy joke because
Yeah.
it's a
More
nuclear
power
plant
to
the radiation.
More power to them.
Yeah.
My humor's leveled.
It is leveled great.
Yeah, thank you guys. We love you guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
That's it.